Peekabloos! Today I'm going to do a different kind of review for you guys, and that is a review on a cosplay that I purchased from easycosplay.com. For those of you unfamiliar with this website, it is a place where you can buy cosplay online. They have a whole bunch of different cosplays from anime and video games, so they have a really wide selection. They are located in China, and every time you make an order, they make it custom for you. You can buy one of their standard sizes, or you can pay about $10 more and they can customize it to your measurements. But when you place an order, they are making it right after that order. So it does take about a couple of weeks for them to make your outfit, and then another couple of weeks to ship it, and they ship mine through DHL. So what cosplay did I choose, I wonder? Oh right, Madoka! Of course I chose Madoka from Puella Magi Madoka Magica because it is one of my favorite animes, and Madoka is my bias. I decided to go with that version of Madoka because I felt it was a more innocent and sweet version of her, as well as it's the outfit you see her in most. But also it was a little bit cheaper, and it's also a bit more simpler in design for them to make, so I wanted to try something simple and I didn't want to spend too much because I've never shopped with them before. As far as sizing does go, they do have standard sizes that go from small, medium, large, extra large, extra large, those kind of sizes, and they do match right next to them what they would be in US sizes, but they do have their chart there, I believe on each page for the cosplay. They also have a measurement page to show you exactly how big each size is roughly in inches and in centimeters, but because they are custom made as you order them and they have many different seamstresses, they can vary a bit, so just keep that in mind. But I did go with my size. I looked at the US sizes, so I decided to go with that and save myself a couple of extra dollars instead of going with the custom order. Now I will say that after receiving it, I do wish I paid the extra $10 for custom because, you know, I'm not a model, my body size is not standard throughout, you know, so it doesn't match up top, bottom, all of that. But I will say that I was able to get it on, and it does technically fit. But I do think it is a little bit small in some areas, so you might want to think about going up if you don't want to pay for the custom sizes that go with your measurements, just because it was a little bit snug. The top part itself actually fit me the best. I think it fit around my waist pretty well, and up here I thought it was maybe a little bit too big. I think the collar is a bit too high, but it does fit, so that is good. The skirt, on the other hand, is tight. It is really small, and I feel like I have to put it a little bit higher up on my stomach than I normally would wear it, just so it would fit. And because it is a little bit snug and I have to wear it a little bit higher, it does get rather short, so I have to be really careful about bending over. So that's why you want to make sure you definitely do get your right size, because you don't want to flash everybody. As for the quality of the pieces, I think that their seamstresses know what they're doing. I didn't feel like any of the threads were coming loose. The zipper was attached on both the skirt and the shirt really well. You can't, you know, it's not crooked or bunching anywhere. It's perfect. The shirt is all one piece, so the collared shirt and the sweater-like top is sewn together, so you're not wearing two layers technically. And in the back there is a little hole that's part of the design, and it actually is loose, so it's not sewn on completely, so it does look like it is two different shirts in places. The shirt does have a bit of a stiffer material, but even though the shirt is a bit stiff, they do have a lining underneath, which is really nice, so you don't have that tougher fabric up against your skin all day. The lining is very soft and smooth, so I really appreciate that they put a lining in, especially because the shirt is a lighter color and can be a little bit see-through at times, so that extra lining does help make it less see-through. Both of the bows are attached onto the top via a safety pin, and personally I think the bow that is attached to the back of the outfit could have been sewn on. It's not really something I could see anybody ever removing. It's, you know, it's a fixture onto the top that should stay there. It is still a possibility for you to sew the bow on yourself if you have a little bit of sewing skills, but because there is that lining, you're gonna have to sew through the lining, where if they initially did it themselves, they could do it on just the top layer and then put the lining over, so you wouldn't have to sew through that lining. But I do wish the bow was already attached. As for the red bow in the front, I can see why that one you would want it to be detachable, because you do pull it over your head. There are 2 buttons in the front of the collar, so you can open it up so it'll fit over your head, and then you just button it back up, of course. But doing all of that, if you had a fixed bow, you probably couldn't open the top part as easily. You could fix the bow to one side, but then it might be a little crooked. So I can see why that is something you would want to add afterwards, and I'm okay with it being a safety pin on the front. With the skirt itself, I did mention that it is a little bit tight. It does have elastic on both sides, so it does have some give, and it's pretty fixed in its sizes other than a couple of maybe centimeters give either way because of the elastic. But it does have a zipper so you can get it on and off, so that's why I wish I had sized up, because it's pretty much that one size. The pleating on it is really nice. Like, you can tell they know what they're doing, and that's what I really appreciate, that it's not just sloppily put together. But the overall construction of the skirt is really nice. My only real sort of complaint with the skirt is that it's not the exact same pattern. It is a plaid skirt, and it does get the coloring mostly right, but there is some extra red lines in it that don't exist in the source material. However, the pictures that they provide on their website do show the red lines, so they are delivering you a product that is true to what they are advertising, but I just wish that it was a little bit closer to the actual source materials. But that's really my only complaint with the skirt. So that is everything that the outfit comes with. You do not get the socks. You do not get the shoes. That is something that you can purchase separately. I know they have Madoka's Magical Girl shoes that you can buy separately. I don't know if they have any schoolgirl shoes. And normally shoes don't come with outfits that you purchase for cosplay. A lot of different places sell them separately, so that's not something that I would expect to get with it anyways. I did also purchase my wig from them as well, because wigs are also never included. Those are something that you normally have to buy separately, and that is the case with easycosplay.com. So the wig does come in 3 different pieces. You do have the short-haired piece that just fits over your head, and it's a standard styled wig where it does have the clips to help fasten it to the back of your head. You know, you tighten it so it stays on snug. And then it also comes with 2 clip-on twin tails. That way you can adjust them however you want to fit your head. I purchased ribbon from a local store. It was like 99 cents a yard, so it's really cheap add-on. You don't have to worry about the ribbon, so it's not also something that I wasn't expecting to be included with either the wig or the actual cosplay. It's just a really cheap add-on that you can find anywhere and get yourself. And also the wig came with a wig cap, which is nice because if you're new to cosplay, then it has one already included and you don't have to worry about purchasing that anywhere else. So before I wrap this up, I do want to add a little bit about their whole shipping process. As I said, they did ship it to me through DHL. Once I got the email that they had shipped it out, it took, I think, less than 2 weeks. It really didn't take that long at all to get to me. When I got my package, everything was included in one package, because I did hear that if you get a lot of pieces, they will ship it separately. Like if you had bought boots or something, they don't try to stick it in the same package, because they do ship it in a plastic bag mailer instead of a box, probably to cut down on shipping costs because it did cost almost $30 for them to ship my outfit and the wig all together, which isn't too bad considering it is coming from Asia, and since I shop from stores like AmiAmi a lot, I know that shipping can get quite pricey, so I think it's pretty average for shipping something from Asia to the United States. Inside the plastic bag, they do have this other bag that comes with it, and it's their own little like drawstring backpack, which I think is really cool. I've already received my second cosplay that I got from them, and they also included this bag with it, so I believe it comes with all of the orders, which is really nice because, as I stated in my Gamer Girl Monthly video, that Dan and I love using these drawstring bags to go to cons or Disneyland or whatever. It's just a nice, easy backpack to use. So I think not only could I use that for this, but just traveling with this, I can put all my cosplay into the bag and then into my suitcase so that I have it all in one place so I know where everything is and I don't have to go looking through sorting all the clothes that I brought and everything like that. So overall, my experience with EZCosplay.com was easy and I'm mostly satisfied with my product. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you guys. I do wish the skirt was more accurate, and this is my own fault. I picked the wrong size for the skirt at least. So again, I highly recommend that if you're not used to this site and you don't already know what sizes you should be getting, pay the extra $10 or so to get it custom fit to your body, because you're going to be in this all day and you want it to be comfortable. I can still wear this. I'm still going to wear it to Bakuretsu Con, and I imagine I'm going to have a wonderful time, but if the skirt was less tight, I would feel even better about it. So definitely whenever I make another order, I'm going to do the custom fit. But I do hope that you guys enjoyed this review and that you got something out of it, as there aren't many reviews out here for this company, and I wanted to share my review and my experience so that you guys know where I'm coming from, and also it gives you a different take on it, as there is only like 3 or 4 reviews out there. I was checking before I purchased from this site because, as I said, I found this on my own, so I wanted to know more about it to make sure that I really wanted to purchase here, and most of the experiences were positive, but there was so little that it was really hard to make a clear decision, so I went for it anyways, and I'm happy that I did, but I just wanted something else out there for you guys. So if you have purchased from them before, I would be really interested to hear your experiences in the comments below, and I'm sure other people would as well. But also let me know if you guys want to see more different reviews other than figures and plushes and stuff like that. If you want to see reviews on cosplays and, you know, circle lenses and anything like that, if you guys are interested in that, let me know in the comments below. I will see you guys next time. Bye!